In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your bellow on your tie rod on your Toyota Camry. It's located behind the front wheel. To remove the hubcaps, you're going to stick a pry bar of some sort in there, and you're just going to go around and prop it off. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to remove our lug nuts. Doesn't look like it's going to come off, so I'm going to put one lug nut on loosely and get my dead blow hammer. And you want to give it a whack around here. Don't hit the valve stem. Walk that back, take off your lug nut, remove your wheel. I like to mark my tie rods before moving the nut or taking the outer one out. And just put a line across. I'm also going to count my threads, and that'll ensure that the alignment stays good. Next, I'm going to use a 22mm wrench, and I'm going to free up my jam nut right here. To do that, I'm going to put it on and then pull towards the front of the car. Use some wire cutters and bend your cotter pin over. So you can straighten it out. And you're going to grab it from the other end, the head of the cotter pin, and use your wire cutters to pull it out. Like that. Remove your nut from the outer tie rod using a 19mm socket. Now we're going to bang right here to release the tie rod from the knuckle. And we're going to remove the outer tie rod. To do that, we're going to count the threads as we back it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, about 20 and a half. I'm going to use an 8mm socket and an extension to loosen up the clamp in the back. Now I'm going to use some needle nose pliers, and we're going to remove the clamp in the front. We're going to remove our jam nut. And set it aside. After you remove those, you can remove your bellow. Pull it off. Make sure this inner tie rod doesn't turn as you do so. You can either leave your hose clamp on there or take it off. Put some silicone paste here so that when someone does an alignment, the boot does move. And now we're going to put some grease in here. And put our bellow on. Now you're going to put your zip tie on slightly. You don't want to tighten it yet. Just want it on enough to get it started. And slide our bellow on. I'm going to push it all the way to the rack. Slide it onto the rack itself. And once it's on, you're going to tighten it down with the zip tie. Once you got it tight, you're going to cut the end off. Now we're going to pull this down where it lives. There's like a little groove that you're going to see. And then you're going to put this loosely, well, tight enough, but loose enough also for it to swivel. Now we're going to stud our nut, our jam nut on. I do have some anti-seize on there. So just put the nut on to about where it was when you took it off. You are going to need to go 20 turns with our outer tie rod on our inner. To install, make sure you make a mental note of where your mark was and mark your new one so that you know what a full turn is. So I've made my mark, and now I'm going to thread this on 20 turns, 20 and a half really. So there's my half. 17, 18, 19, 20. So it looks like we're lined up well. Take off your nut. And you're going to put it in the knuckle. Put your tie rod in the knuckle, get your nut started. And now you're going to thread down your jam nut. Once you get it to the tie rod end, you're going to tighten it up. Snug it up good. Using a 19 millimeter, we're going to tighten down our tie rod nut and then torque it to 36 foot-pounds. Now we're going to look for where our cotter pin goes. Make sure it's lined up. If it is, good. If it's not, you're going to tighten it a little bit more. Do not loosen it. Tighten it a little bit more for that cotter pin to line up. Push it through. You're going to have the long side facing the floor. And then you're going to bend it over the stud like that. And then for the other part, we're going to twist it around the nut using wire cutters. Makes it easier. Torque this to 54 foot-pounds. If you can't get a torque wrench in there with a crow's foot, just do the best you can. Put your wheel on. Start your lug nuts. Put the tapered side in. Turn your wheel so one lug nut is on the bottom, and you're going to walk the rim up. We're going to torque our lug nuts to 76 foot-pounds. Make sure you line your hubcap up with your valve stem. Once you get it going, you're going to give it a little tap. Now you're going to want to take your vehicle down to your local alignment shop to get it aligned.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.